Uh, Good morning, dear students. Good morning, dear students. Today we'll learn the next topic. As I mentioned, average velocity and average speed. We are discussing motion in a straight line. When an object moves along a particular direction, means it is just moving in a particular given direction. As I understand, it is called motion in a straight line, or the object is in rectilinear path or rectilinear motion. Now, what is average velocity? Mathematically, it is defined as v to the bar. It is called average velocity. How we define average velocity is mathematically defined as v bar is equal to change in displacement or change in position to change in time. This change in position is called displacement. It is displacement upon change in time. So this can be written as x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. What I said, v bar is called average velocity. Average velocity is different change in position to change in time, or I can write it here. V bar equal to change in position divided by this delta t stands for change in time. So what is x2 and x1? x1 is the position of the object at time t1. x2 is the position of the object at time t2. They are x1 and x2. x1 position of object at time t1. Similarly, x2 position of object at time t2, their respective positions. Then this delta x is call it as equation 1. This delta x is called change in position. Or it is also called displacement. Delta x is called displacement. Displacement is, it may be positive, it may be negative, or it may be 0. So it takes, this delta x takes all the three values. What is average velocity? Average velocity is defined as change in position to change in time. Mathematically, it is written x2 minus x1 upon t2 minus t1. What is x1? x1 is a position of object at time t1. Means when an object is located at a particular time, that is t1. t1 is a time where the object is located, that is called x1. x1 is a position of object at time t1. What is x2? x2 is a position of object at time t2. Now, what is t1 and t2? t1 and t2 are the time when we located the objects. T1 is the time an object is located, x1. Object is located, x2. The change in position is called also displacement. It may be positive, it may be negative, or it may be 0. Now let me have a diagram. We'll appreciate what is average velocity in terms of graphical approach. Let me have a small diagram which is called, we want to understand what is average velocity. This is part of motion of a car diagram when the car speeds up. This is part of xt graph. It is called x, this is called t. xt graph for motion of a car, where the car speeds up. This is called speeds up. When the car, it is x equal to 0 and t equal to 0 here, initially the car is rest. As 1 second, 2 second, the car starts speeding up. I have taken a small part of it. Now, if I consider point P1 on this curve, and if I consider point P2 on this curve, P1 is a position of a car. P1 is a position of a car which is located at 10 meter at 5 seconds. Means the car starts 1 second over, 2 second lapse, 3 second lapse, 4 second lapse. At the 5th second, I can detect the car at 10 meter. This is meter, 10 meter, and it is located at P1. What is P1? P1 tells you the car is located at 10 meter along x-axis. The time was 5 seconds. And after 2 seconds, like 6 seconds over, once again I detect the car. At the 7th second, it is located at a point on this curve. This curve, you have put it on this axis. I will go and meet. It meets at the distance 27.4. What it means? P1 is a point on a coordinate that is called xt graph. P1 represents the distance, that is 10 meter, and the time 5 seconds. And P2 represents the coordinates distance and the time. Time is 7 seconds and time is 7 seconds. Of course, distance is 27.4. Now, what are the coordinates? What is x1 and x2? Instead of P1, P2, I can say this is going to be my x1. This is going to be my x2 because these are two. And this is going to be my T1 coordinate. This is going to be T2 coordinate. Now, because I had a formula, P1 coordinates are x1 T1, P2 coordinates are x2 T2. I hope we can easily understand. Whenever you have a graph, xt graph, P1 is a point which has two coordinates x1 T1. x1 stands for 10 meter, T1 stands for 5 meter. P2 stands for x2 T2. And this dotted line is going to be my slope. This slope is called average velocity. Average velocity is defined as change in a position, that is x2 minus x1. This is final position. P2 is a final. In this curve, I have taken 2 points. This is called the initial position. This is called a final position. Final position minus initial position and the difference in time intervals. Let me write it the formula. V bar is called average velocity equivalent to x2. What is x2 value? From the diagram, it is 27.4 minus 10. In the denominator, time is T2 is 7 seconds, 7 minus 5. Once I simplify, the mathematics gives me 17.4 divided by 2. So which gives you 2 1 ja, 2 8 ja 16. You can write 8, then left with 1, it becomes 1.4. So you can have a decimal place, it becomes 14 to 7 ja. So finally it is 8.7. Since it's a velocity, this displacement is measured in meter, time is measured in second. I'm free to write meter per second. So what is this 8.7? 8.7 is called average velocity between these two intervals, that is P1 and P2. V bar is the average velocity. Dear students, we defined what is average velocity. Average velocity is change in position to change in time interval, or it is also defined as rate of change of displacement. So let me put it mathematically. Average velocity is equal to delta x upon delta t. This average velocity can be positive, it can be negative, it can be 0. Let me have the first graph. Average velocity positive. So when I have a time axis, I have a x coordinate. Yes. Then what is positive velocity? This is called positive velocity. As time and x-axis changes, you can have a small graph. Then you have a negative graphs. This is again x-axis. This is again time. You can have a positive velocity, or instead of this, you can have this also. Both are valid. Positive velocity. It is positive. This is negative. I will convince you, don't panic. The third one, velocity is 0. This is time, this is position, and velocity is 0. Yes, this v bar equal to 0. Here v bar equal to negative. Here v bar equal to positive. How to convince ourselves it is positive, negative, and 0? Let me take an example. Here, yes. How I get this positive, how I get this negative, I will write it. Now take for example, this is your 0, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second. So call it as 5 second, call it as 2 second, there is nothing wrong. So call it as 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter. This is 40 meter, this is 10 meter, this is 20 meter. If I take a point which corresponds, this is going to be 1 point, this is going to be another point. We take it as x1, we take it as x2, and the corresponding point is going to be, call it as 1 second, t1 equal to 1 second, then x1 equal to 20 meter. And similarly, this x2 you take it as 4, t2 equivalent to 4 second, and x2 equivalent to 40. When you substitute the values into the formula, this formula, velocity formula, v bar equal to x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. I had a formula, let me support. What is x2? 40 minus 20. In the denominator, it is 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1. The value is going to be, it is v bar is equivalent to 20 divided by 3. This 20 divided by 3 is close to 6.67, I can say, or it is meter per second. Meter per second. So this is positive. I can say this is positive. V bar is positive. Now why this is negative? The first one is very clear. What is x1? x1 is a position of object with respect to time t1. At time t1 second, object is located, car is located. It is at a distance 20 meter. After 2 second, 3 second, at the 4th second, once again I detect the car is located here and it corresponds 40 meter. The distance it traveled is 40 meter. It is located at 40 meter from the origin and the time was 4 seconds. When I substitute these values, 40 minus 20, x2 is 40, x1 is 20, time is 4 minus 1, mathematically, I'll get 6.67, which is called positive velocity. Average velocity is positive. Now take for example 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So call it as 60, call it as 10, call it as 20. Now call it as 30, this point. Now if I locate the starting, this is starting point. So initially it was located at x1. Now finally it is located here at 30. It is x1. x1 equal to 60 and x2 equal to 30. x2 equal to 30. Now I need to calculate what is the corresponding time interval. This corresponding time interval is, I can write it as 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. Again, it is located 1 second, or you call it as a 5th second. No issue, because this is 0. Now when I go for the second calculation, if I go for this calculation, I have average velocity. Let me put it here. This, I think it's visible. Let me put it in the denominator. This gives you average velocity equivalent to 20 upon 3, which is equivalent to 6.61 meter per second. This completes. When I go for negative velocity, average velocity equivalent to x2. x2 is, let me write x1 is x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. The car starts at the origin at t equal to 0. Car is located at 80. Let me take this example. At t equal to 0, x was at 80, means car was far away. So it starts changing in opposite direction, in a negative direction. That's why displacement is negative. From something like in a straight line, this is 0, this is positive x-axis, this is negative x-axis. Car was at 80. Now it is moving in this direction. Now 80 meter, 70 meter, 60 meter, like now it is at here. This is called 30 meter. It starts and I locate it. It is time t equal to 0. Hence I'm going to get x2 equal to 30. I'll be putting here x2 equal to 30 minus 60 in the denominator 5 minus 1 because this is located at x2. x2 means t2, 5 minus 1. So it becomes, the answer is minus 30 divided by 4. It's visible. Yes, good. Then finally, what is the answer? The answer is 30 by 4 is 4 7 ja 28 minus 7 point. Of course, it becomes 2. 2 means 7.5 meter per second. The answer is 7.5 meter per second. What is that minus 7.5? The value is negative because average velocity is equivalent to, let me put it mathematically, this answer is going to be minus 30 divided by 4, which is equivalent to minus 1.5 meter per second. This is going to be negative average velocity. This was a diagram. Now, finally, when I take 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40, 50, 60, 70, this is 50. And whether you take 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 second, time is t1, 1 second, t2, you locate it, we call it as 1, 2, 3, 4. And similarly locate it here. This x1 equal to 50 and x2 equal to 50. Whereas t1 equal to 1 second, t2 equal to 5 second. So this is called t1 equal to 1 second, t2 equal to 5 second. When I put into formula for this average velocity is 0, average velocity equal to 50 minus 50, 50 minus 50, no change in a position. It is parallel to time axis. Time changes from 5 minus 1. So it becomes 0 upon 4. Hence final answer is 0. Hence my average velocity is 0. This is 0 for this graph. This is negative slope. This is called positive slope. Means my average velocity is positive here. Average velocity is negative here. Average velocity is 0. So this is how average velocity is defined as change in position